if you travel a lot or you're into one bag travel. This is actually pretty interesting. Both of these use vacuum compression. You pack your clothes, remove the air, and you get more space. Okay, you've probably seen these viral backpacks online. And yeah, I got influenced. But as a tech and backpack nerd, I needed to know which one is actually better. Because both of these claim they can kind of replace your suitcase. So I packed both, same setup, same stuff. And not gonna lie, one of them actually surprised me. And I'll also be showing you my travel tech gadgets as well. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, let's dive in. First, just how they look. I think both are clean, really clean. Minimal, kind of techy, not too flashy. I actually like the design of both. I went with the blue for the Airback. I think it looks pretty cool and definitely gives off a more casual vibe. They've got more color options too, even olive green. That one might look pretty cool as well. And the Zephyr, the color is black. The design is absolutely gorgeous. The materials, man, the way it looks is 100% my taste. It just feels more structured, like more solid, more premium. You can even see it in the zippers and all these little details. Seriously though, this is dope. So the Black Voyage Zephyr is a bigger travel backpack. It's around 60 liters when you count the compression system, and it's clearly meant to be more of a suitcase replacement. The Airback is more like a smaller travel companion, kind of a personal item style bag. And weight-wise, Airback is 4.2 pounds and Zephyr is 5.18 pounds. So yeah, both are not exactly a lightweight bags. First, let's check out the compartments and details, then later, the real packing test. Okay. This bag is damn amazing. The details on this are really, really solid. Material-wise, it's using this waterproof cloud weave fabric. Feels durable, kind of structured. You know, it kind of reminds me of Air backpacks. Zippers are YKK, and on this Pro version, you get the AquaGuard ones. So they're smooth, water resistant, just feels premium overall. I care about YKK zippers a lot. Well, I'm Japanese, so yeah, of course. The front pocket is actually really well done too. You get multiple compartments inside, so you can throw in cables, tech, random stuff, and it doesn't just turn into a mess. One thing though, I kind of wish the interior was orange here. Not a big deal, but yeah. Okay, the laptop compartment is amazing. There are a lot of pockets here. I probably won't use all of them, but it's nice to have the option. And the orange interior is dope. It makes it super easy to see what's inside. There's a tablet compartment too. And for the laptop, yeah, it's lifted, so if you accidentally drop your backpack, your laptop should still be safe. It's raised up here, which is nice. The grab handles are awesome, really beefy, great quality. You've got one on the top, one on the side. Oh yeah, this side. I just kind of wish there was a handle on the bottom as well though. And there's a TSA lock here too, which is great for security. Airback has this feature as well, by the way. Compression straps, the quality is really nice. With this, you can compress it pretty well. It definitely gets slimmer. Some people say compression straps aren't necessary, but these are pretty nice. I actually like them. Water bottle pocket is here, and there's a small hole for drainage. Nice touch. Orange interior here too. Luggage pass-through, this orientation is correct, so that's good. There's also a secret pocket. Actually, it's pretty big. And again, I really love the orange interior here. This is actually kind of genius. Yeah, sure. You can use this to store business papers, documents, whatever. But me, I keep the hip straps in here because I think a hip belt is definitely a must when you're packing it out to around 60 liters. It really helps carry the weight and takes the load off your shoulders. All right, let's check inside. Wow, this is nice. There's a mesh pocket on top, a second mesh pocket, and one more here. And this is cool. There's a big pocket inside, so you can store a lot of stuff. Then you've got the vacuum compression area. The materials here are really solid. I mean, if I explain, it uses IPX8 rated zippers. So basically, it's designed to keep everything airtight and fully compressed. There's a Hypalon loop. And yeah, these little details are nice. You can tuck the load lifter straps underneath, so everything looks clean. And this is my favorite feature on the backpack, the load lifters. Seriously, a game changer for travel backpacks. And there's a loop here. This one's actually really important too. At the airport bathroom, or I don't know, but anytime you'll probably want to hang your backpack. So yeah, definitely a must. And D-rings, useful. The back panel is decent, not the best, but comfortable enough. There are some airflow channels here. Not the craziest ventilation ever, but definitely enough that it feels comfortable for travel. So far, I've been saying a lot of good things about this bag. But yeah, it's true though, this is actually a really amazing bag. Okay, so this is the Airback. First, materials. It's using a recycled 900D nylon with a water-resistant coating. So yeah, it's durable, but it feels softer and less structured overall. Not bad at all. It just doesn't have that super premium rigid feel. Zippers, they're fine, but not YKK. They get the job done, but you don't get that super smooth premium feel. Front pocket is simple. You've got some organization inside, but it's more basic. Feels more like a functional layout rather than something really refined. At least, I kind of wish they used a brighter interior here too. Meh. The zippers though, they really should have used YKK. The grab handle is here, but again, you can tell they cut costs. It's not a high quality one. I mean, it's okay, but but it doesn't feel premium. This laptop compartment, the layout is actually good, but it's kind of hard to see what's inside. One nice thing though, the laptop sleeve is lifted, so if you accidentally drop your bag, your laptop should still be safe. Oh, I like this pocket. It's really small, kind of like a hidden pocket. You could throw in your earbuds or maybe a small wallet. Pretty handy. Shoulder straps are okay. They've got that honeycomb design and they're pretty cushioned. So yeah, somewhat comfy. I like that. But the luggage pass through is vertical, which isn't great. When you mount it on a suitcase, everything inside kind of shifts or falls down. Not ideal. No load lifters. That's probably my biggest disappointment. And there's no loop here either. And this chest strap, let me be honest, I don't like it. Feels cheap. The material just isn't good at all. Maybe I'm being picky, but if you're spending over $100, you kind of expect more, right? Compression straps are here, but again, the materials. All right, let's check the inside. At least they went with a brighter color. That's good. There's a pocket here, another big pocket here, and yeah, pretty spacious overall. This is the main compartment. Overall, it's been great. It's just, I'm kind of a little worried about the zipper. It's not bad or anything, but I do wish they used the most premium zipper possible for this. And I kind of wish they used different colors inside. The interior is super dark, so it's hard to see your stuff. And yeah, you can tell they cut costs a bit. The zippers aren't YKK, but I guess other than that, it's great. So yeah, both are really good. It just comes down to what you prefer. For me, I really like that orange interior on the Zephyr. It just fits my style better. The way I pack and carry, it just works. All right, this is the real test. I packed the same kind of setup in both clothes, tech, laptop, basically how I'd normally travel. All right, time for the real test. This is the Black Voyage compression system. First thing, the zipper is tight but smooth. 7 merino wool t-shirts, 2 casual shirts, 2 western rise pants, and 2 shorts. Really nice zippers. I like that. Now for the air test. You use the pump, compress everything down, and yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Oh wow, it actually works. Nice. My winter jacket in here too. Okay, this is actually pretty impressive. Yep, this thing is seriously maximizing space, not gonna lie. For travel, this is actually really cool. Crazy, right? This is packed pretty full too. And honestly, I'm not even close to the limit. This is probably like 60% maybe. I just don't need to bring that much stuff. See, 7 shirts, 2 shorts, and 4 pants. For me, that's easily over 10 days of clothes. So yeah, kind of worth the hype. I used this air pump this time, and sure, it was awesome. This one's also from Black Voyage. Super compact, USB-C, rechargeable, and built specifically for their Vortex system. Once you really start max packing, this makes the whole setup feel way more practical. The orange silicone ring gives you that proper airtight seal, so it's basically pack, seal, done. And yeah, it definitely feels more premium. I really love this compact size. By the way, the built-in lanyard is actually the USB-C charging cable. Seriously, that's super handy. No extra cable, less clutter. Awesome, right? This compact air pump is seriously awesome. Strong, quiet, and super handy. Love this thing. All right, now let's see if the Airback can do the same, or maybe even better. Same setup. Looks pretty packed too. Let's zip it up. Okay, I noticed it. The zipper quality feels different, tighter, definitely not as smooth. This is not YKK for sure. This is the most important zipper though. Anyway, let's use the air pump and test it. Oh, okay, it actually works. It seals the air pretty well too. So, yeah, compression-wise, it definitely works. But, again, that zipper though, that's probably gonna be the big question long term. Even though this backpack is smaller, see, my 10-day packing setup, no problem. So, final result, okay, both work. Both can carry a ton of clothes, which is awesome. Now I totally get why these went viral. But overall experience, Zephyr Pro feels better. Because yeah, the zipper actually matters. And I'm really glad I tested both, because that's the kind of thing the websites usually don't tell you. Okay, next, I'm going to show you the tech I actually carry. This is my iPad Air. I use the ultra slim kickstand on it. This is my MagSafe wallet. Really sleek design. This is the Moft tripod wallet. Super handy, especially when I need it quick. Oh, this is my new favorite portable charger. This is from Aulamu. I like this brand. They always make like futuristic looking stuff. And yeah, this one is actually dope. First, the design. Really cool, right? I really like it. MagSafe snaps on clean, holds strong, and the dual charging is nice. Look, this one. I can charge my phone, Apple Watch, or AirPods. The battery's 10,000 milliampere hours, so it's plenty for a full day. I like multifunction tech. It has a built-in cable too. With this, you can get up to 35 watt fast charging. Nice, right? Man, the design is just so cool. Yeah, this is the charger I've been using more often lately. This is an amazing hand sanitizer. Smells good. This one, it's a portable wireless fan. You might actually like this. How it works is very simple. There's a built-in magnet and you just wear it. Boom, and the airflow is pretty strong. You can feel it right away, and it's hands-free all the time. This is actually a portable projector. The quality is decent, and I always carry it when I travel. This is an amazing espresso machine. Yeah, I really like this one. Hero clip, pretty handy. This has always been my favorite cable. Magnetic, orange, just so good. And now I've got this flat version too. 100 watts, fast charging, super compact. I just love compact gadgets like this. Retractable cable, compact, simple, and I like this a lot. This is a Qi 2.2 wireless charger. This is awesome. Cooling fan built in as well. Airfly, definitely a must-have gadget on the plane. Seriously, this is my favorite tech pouch. Compact, but still has really nice organization inside. This is my go-to camera tripod. These are damn awesome. Wireless split keyboards. I'm still getting used to using these, not gonna lie, but the design is so cool to me. And this is my MacBook Air M2. It's still been working really well. These are my favorite t-shirts. They're all merino wool, super soft, really comfortable, and honestly just feel so good to wear. Oh, this is important. Toothbrush. Of course, smart brush. This is Ranvu AirJet X5 electric toothbrush. And this cleans way better than you think. Seriously though, when I travel, I always carry this now. Here's the cool thing. It pushes out a ton of micro bubbles, so it's not just brushing, it kind of feels like a deep clean you'd get at the dentist. You've got 4 modes: soft, clean, whitening, and foam. I mostly stick to clean mode, super simple. Brushes my teeth really well. And battery life is kind of crazy, up to 60 days, so I don't even bring a charger when I'm traveling. Amazing, right? And the design is clean. Matte finish, lightweight, doesn't feel cheap at all. I got this specifically for the travel brush, but started using it at home too. Not sponsored or any, but I highly recommend it. So far, if you're enjoying the video or like seeing more tech gadgets like this, definitely smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, comfort, especially when you're packing a lot. Comfort really matters. Okay, so with the Zephyr Pro, I've already talked about this. The hardware, materials, and all the small details really matter. This bag honestly feels like they didn't compromise at all. Premium features all around. And for a big backpack, load lifters are absolutely necessary. Glad they included that. It pulls the weight closer to your body, so instead of the backpack dragging backward, it brings the top in toward your shoulders. That means less of that leaning forward feeling. Oh yeah, pretty good. Okay, this might seem small, but this sternum strap, big advantage. Black Voyage used Fidlock magnetic buckles here. And yeah, these feel super premium. Instead of messing with cheap clips, it just snaps together magnetically. And when you're actually traveling, that convenience matters. But more importantly, it helps distribute weight better. So when the bag's packed heavy, it takes pressure off your shoulders. For real, this is a game changer. Overall, comfort on the Zephyr Pro is honestly really impressive. The shoulder straps are solid, the chest straps help a lot when this thing is packed heavy, and the back panel has decent airflow too. Not the craziest ventilation ever, but definitely comfortable enough for travel. And hip belt, sure, it helps a lot too. So yeah, for a big travel backpack, Black Voyage actually did a really good job with comfort. Pretty amazing overall. Okay, Airback is also a really solid one. The shoulder straps are soft yet comfortable. The shoulder panels have really nice cushioning too. I like that. Airflow is decent as well. No loop here and no load lifters. That was probably the biggest bummer for me. But the stitching on the shoulder straps is actually excellent. See, these should be pretty durable. Now the shoulder strap buckle though, it feels pretty cheap. Function-wise, no problem. It definitely works. It's just kind of hard to open. As for comfort, honestly, it's actually pretty comfortable too. No load lifters, but it still hugs my shoulders pretty well. I can feel the weight more, but it's really not too bad. Yeah, both backpacks are awesome. I totally get why they went viral. They can seriously pack a ton. That said, quick heads up, if you fully pack this thing out, yeah, it's gonna get heavy. If you like more of a casual vibe, want more color options, and budget matters a little more, well, the difference isn't much though, and you mainly just want compression plus decent comfort. Airback is still pretty solid. But if you care more about comfort, a more premium look and feel, and especially if you're into one bag travel, Zephyr is probably the move. So, final result? For me, Zephyr is the clear winner. What do you think though? Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. You will probably want to watch these videos next.